morning. My name's Gaut and I'm co-founder of the Silhouette Awards programme, and I'm absolutely delighted to be joined this morning by Andra Munro and Tejas Doshi, who are mentee and mentor from this year's programme of the Silhouette Awards. So we're going to have a chat this morning. We're going to have a catch up about how the mentorship journey has been looking over the past few months. So I'm going to kick off with you, Andra, who is the mentee in this relationship. So tell us a bit more about what your mentorship goals were when you actually first applied for the programme. And if you can, just how these have actually progressed and developed as you've worked with Tejas over the past few months.
Yes, well, first of all, it's been such an amazing journey so far. And you know, we know this is just the beginning. I did apply for Silhouette Awards the year before as well, but finally this year I got it. And I always say everything happens for a reason.
Absolutely. All good things come to those who wait.
Exactly. So, you know, having been chosen by Tejas in this mentorship program couldn't have turned out any better. Yeah, well, my background's been interior design. Then I started designing bespoke porcelain luminaires, chandeliers, light art, porcelain wall arts. And last year, I took the decision to learn more about architectural lighting design. So I started 2-year lighting course last year. And but of course, I still wanted, and I felt the need for support from a professional within the field. And at the beginning, I wanted to gain more technical knowledge and learn more about lighting design. And of course, I got much more than that yes, with Tejas, of course, you know, from working on personal habits, sticking to morning and evening routines, to be centered, grounded, and, you know, gaining more confidence, and to seeing Tejas' past projects, present projects, of course, learning softwares, and what happens in real world. You know, we do all these courses, we learn a lot, but reality is it's different.
It's very different. It's very different. Well, it sounds like that's been a very enriching experience, and actually, it sounds like I probably need a bit of mentorship from Tejas with regards to morning and evening routines.
Absolutely, exactly. You know, and his own, and he has his own lighting design company, Light and Beyond, and you know, and his immense creativity in lighting, and the way he feels and sees spaces, you know, it's been inspiring and of course helpful. We are now even developing the way I light my decorative art as well. So not only architecture, but I mean, it is part of architecture because we still need to light up artwork. And
great. I mean, it sounds like a very, you know, as I say, enriching, but also a kind of mentorship that's worked particularly well. It seems like you've complemented each other, and actually you've been matched perfectly for someone that can really enhance your skill set at a time when you really need that enhancing.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and Tejas' life story from healing to lighting design, of course, that has been in lighting as well. And, you know, and just knowing you have someone you can just rely on and believes in you and, you know, has your back at every step of the way. It's such a boost of confidence, you know, in everything you do. You know, and such is life. Beginning of this year brought all sorts of challenges in my life, and Tejas been there, just message away on WhatsApp. You know, from my dog passed away, or my husband hasn't been well. And
I'm sorry to hear that.
No,
so it's developed into a friendship.
It's life, you know, and you see, this mentorship to us hasn't been detached to strictly professional journey. It hasn't been a strict destination, you know, a race to somewhere, and it's done and it's finished. it's been a journey, and a real life journey that will continue long after the final date. So
Well,
yeah.
I'm so pleased to hear that. It really does sound like an evolution, and the fact that it's been a professional working relationship, and you've also had some support personally is amazing. And I think, you know, now's a really good time to bring Tejas into the conversation as the mentor, and just ask you, Tejas, just to reflect on some of the things that Andra said about your relationship, how that's worked, and just to really share some thoughts from your perspective as a mentor as well.
Oh, yeah, sure. So firstly, Andra is a strong lady for sure. So I was very happy that I am able to mentor her. And the whole idea, the way I teach, because I do mentorship for other students as well, and I've been doing this from ages now. So my way of teaching is different. I'm more of a spiritual person. So I would like to make sure that, you know, my mentee has a calm mind. Because if that person is not calm, that person won't be able to work. They won't be able to be creative, you know. So calm mind is creative mind. So that's how I started off with her. She was going through some challenges for sure, but again, my first duty as a mentor was to make sure she's calm, she's grounded, she accepts the life, people, situation, things as they are. And then we started with the, you know, I added her in my company WhatsApp group. So she's already part of the company from day one. So we were interacting for projects and everything. She knows what is going on in the company as well. So all that stuff from the day one. So the whole idea of mentoring her was to make sure that she feels like a family. You know, the moment she enters the, you know, this program, I wanted her to be more comfortable. So I think I was able to do that and made her part of the family. And then this journey is not for 6 months. This journey is for life. So you never know. She'll come up with Light and Beyond Birmingham next. You never know. She'll open up a studio there, and she handles that. You never know that, you know, in future.
I love that. And it sounds, you know, it's really refreshing to hear this, because not only does it sound like a very holistic approach, which actually aligns very much with how I try to do things, and just generally how I try to live life as well. It's a fact that you've built this relationship, and you know, it hasn't just got a shelf life of 6 months. Actually, this is going to evolve as a friendship, you know, and professionally, hopefully, for many years to come. So yeah, it's just great to hear, and there's just so much enthusiasm and passion from you both. I'm going to ask you a tricky question now, because I wouldn't be doing my job properly if I didn't throw one of these in. It's really good to kind of understand how you can kind of summarize your journey, and you all have different perspectives as a mentee and as a mentor. So I'm going to ask you if you can summarize your journey in 3 words. And Andra, I'm going to come to you first.
You can see both of us are laughing about this, because we've got our 3 words. It's GFC, and Tejas will say good for construction.
So in basically in our line, you know, in architecture or interior, GFC is known as good for construction drawing. So whenever we you know, submit the final drawings, is known as good for construction, right? So we have come up with something. So
Andra, but it's grounded, fun, and confidence.
Grounded, fun, and confidence. I love that. That is brilliant. So they're actually combined 3 words that you've agreed on together.
Yes, we have.
I love it. So this is a real collaboration, even when it comes to answering questions.
Teamwork.
I love that. No, that's brilliant. I really like what you've done there, and the fact that you've chosen those together. So I suppose we've heard a bit about your mentorship journey, and we'll be entering the next programme of the awards soon. So have you got any words of wisdom that you'd like to give people that are sitting there thinking, shall I apply for the Silhouette Awards or not? What would you say to them, Tejas?
So I would say yes, surely one should apply for it. And again, as I had mentioned earlier also, one needs to unlearn and come to join this program. If they come with their logic, it won't work. Every mentor has their own style of working. You need to have patience. every mentor will teach you that they have different style of learning. You have to be open for it. And that's the beauty of the program. Everybody has their own style of working. So that's what it is. And I would strongly recommend everybody to join this, especially the students. Please do join this program because it helps in, I think, learning the real life situation a lot. Because in your school, you are learning a lot of theories. Practical, you learn when you are learning with the mentor, the challenges we face. So that's what you learn here. Team building is one thing which you learn. Collaboration is something which you learn. So that's what it is. And being patient, because being a lighting designer is not easy, because you know how it is. It's still a young profession. It's not that old. Everybody from manufacturer to architects to interior designers, they think themselves as a lighting designer. So it's as lighting designer to do this kind of job is difficult. And we are fortunate to be magicians of light, and we are able to show what we are capable of doing. So yes, being grateful, and I would strongly recommend everybody to join this program. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. And I think coming open-minded is a great takeaway actually for that, because I think you do need to come open-minded and not always think your way is the right way, but be open to learning from other people and collaborating. And just before I go, Andra, any words of wisdom for you, for anybody that's thinking about applying? I mean, I guess persistence is one. This is your second year. You were successful. So I think kudos to you for sticking with it and being persistent. But any other takeaways?
Right, yeah, I think Tejas quite summarized quite well, and to me, from me to others, I would just say, just do it. Take that video and go with it. Write that short biography, because we read as mentees, we read, oh, we need to take a video. Oh no, just take it, write that biography, and you've got nothing to lose but gain. And when you're ready to show up, the universe will provide, and the perfect mentor-mentee match will come up for you.
Well, I love to hear that, and I think that's great. As great feedback as well. Step outside of your comfort zone and just go for it. Nothing to lose, but a lot to gain, and that certainly seems to be what's happened in this wonderful, mentor and mentee relationship. And I know the Silhouette Awards team and myself personally are super excited to see how this evolves beyond the program as well. It seems really like this was a perfect match, and I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy, Andra, that you got to be a successful mentee this year, and to be matched with such an inspirational and a holistic approach to things from Tejas. So thank you both for your time this morning, and from the entire Silhouette Awards team, I wish you the best of luck as this relationship continues to evolve. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Thank you.